I just turned my kitchen into the famous chicken fast food chain, Raising Cane's. And over the next few minutes, I'm gonna go over how I made their most popular dishes. With over 700 locations in the US, this chain is popular for their delicious chicken tenders and their secret sauce. I went online and I researched their menu, and they only offer 5 meal combos: the box combo, the caniac combo, the 3-finger combo, the sandwich combo, and a kids meal. Each of these combos comes with a side of sauce, your coleslaw, your french fries, the chicken tenders, and that fluffy garlic Texas toast. So let me break down how I made these delicious chicken tenders and turned my kitchen into Raising Cane's for a day. As you know, this series starts with the grocery shopping, and luckily I didn't have to buy too much. Because their menu is pretty limited, there's only a certain amount of ingredients you need. I went and hit the produce first because I needed to make sure I had items for my coleslaw, such as cabbage and carrots. But the most important part of the shopping trip was the chicken. And lastly, for our grocery haul, we needed to make sure we had all the ingredients for that delicious secret cane sauce. Now that my grocery shopping was over, it was time to head on home and get in the kitchen. Now, to make the Cane's chicken tenders, you can do it a lot of different ways. But the main thing is you want to season the flour in the chicken so you get a lot of delicious flavor. I like to season mine with salt, pepper, thyme, onion powder, garlic powder, and paprika. So the process of breading your chicken kind of goes as follows. You have your chicken that's already seasoned, and then you also season the flour with the same ingredients as your chicken. It just doubles up the flavor. Why wouldn't you do that? Then you take your chicken and you dredge it into your flour first. So it's gonna have a thin coating of flour. Put it back into the egg, and then I put it back into the flour. You get a really nice thick breaded coating, so when you fry it, it's gonna be extra crispy. So then I fried the chicken in hot oil until it reached 165 internal temperature, or until they are nice and golden brown and the chicken is cooked inside. Now, I've had Texas toast before, but there's something about Cane's that is truly unmatched. The closest bread to Raising Cane's is kind of a milk bread. So what makes this dough really nice and fluffy is called a tanzong, and it's basically water and flour that is mixed together over a medium heat, and it creates this kind of pudding-like texture. I got my activated yeast in my warm milk and let that kind of foam up, and then I put all the ingredients together in my stand mixer. Now, I let this mix for a good 15 to 20 minutes. I thought I was never gonna come together. I added a tiny bit of flour, but it actually turned out to be a really soft, pillowy dough. So then in an oiled bowl, I put that in a proofing area, and I let that just sit and try to double in size. That took a good hour and a half before I was comfortable to pull it out and start kneading it again. So when it was done proofing, I cut it into equal sections, or tried to cut as equal as possible. You really want to roll them up separately when you put them in the bake pan, so they each have their own kind of rounded corner. It's kind of how you do pull apart bread instead of making one solid loaf. Once I had all of my bread in my baking pan, then I let it proof again for another 40 minutes. Before I baked it, then I put an egg wash on top with egg, water, and then sesame seeds, because Cane's has that signature sesame seed top. Then I baked it at 350 for about 12 minutes, and it actually came out looking pretty darn good. Once I sliced up the bread pieces, then I put on that delicious garlic butter spread. Of course, you toast it in your pan, and then it comes out looking like a perfect piece of garlic Texas toast. And even though the shape of mine might be a tiny bit higher than Cane's, I thought the flavor was seriously identical and the texture was so pillowy. 3 years to be exact, I remade the cane sauce and chicken fingers, and I have to say, the sauce was identical. Definitely click the link below because this is the original video that I got it from. So something that sets Cane's sauce apart is this really beautiful peppery flavor, and that's really the prominent ingredient here. So to make the sauce, you add your mayonnaise, your ketchup, and Worcestershire sauce. Then it's just a few seasonings, your pepper, your salt, and paprika. You just mix it in a bowl together, and then you're ready to dunk your delicious chicken tender in this sauce. If you placed theirs versus mine, I'll be honest, I don't think I could tell a difference. Something that comes with every Cane's meal is their crinkle fries. I've made many french fries in the past, but I've actually never made crinkle fries before. And I just ended up peeling the potatoes, cut them in that crinkle shape, and then I put them in some salt water and let them sit. Now, I'll be the first to say, I don't think Cane's french fries are my favorite when it comes to all of the fast food chains, but I will say they're the only ones that I know that have crinkle cut fries, so at least it sets them apart. Then I'll pat them dry, and that's when you're going to fry them. Now, if you're like me, I'm a big double fryer to crisp up the outside, and they came out beautiful and just like Cane's, and they're nice and crispy, and they're also great for dipping in that Cane's sauce. Now, a controversial side on the Cane's combo menu is the coleslaw. Some people love it, some people hate it, but it does come with your meal. So to make my coleslaw, I cut up my green cabbage, purple cabbage, and shredded carrots, and I put it all together and put on this delicious dressing that I made with mayonnaise, some vinegar, celery, salt, and mixed it all together. I thought mine had a lot of good flavor, but I definitely think I needed to add a little bit more sugar to the dressing. The coleslaw came out super creamy, and if I could change one thing next time, I think I would have sliced my cabbage just a little bit thinner. They were just a tiny bit thick, but the flavor was there and it looks delicious. Now, if you go to Cane's, you know that you can't just get water or soda. They are known for their lemonade and sweet tea combo. So I used 20 lemons and about 4 to 6 cups of water and 2 cups of sugar, and it came out perfect. Now you can adjust it based on the tartness that you like. I like mine a little more tart, so I made sure that the lemon concentrate was a little bit heavier and I didn't use as much sugar. I tell you, this goes perfect with some crispy chicken tenders and those french fries. Oh yeah, Cane's got it down. To recap, we have the box combo with 4 chicken tenders, the 3-finger combo that has 3 chicken tenders, the caniac combo which has 6 chicken tenders, the sandwich which has chicken tenders in between a bun with cane sauce and lettuce, and your classic kids meal. I have to say that it was so delicious. Cane's, I'm going to give you a run for your money because you can make this at home. It is that simple. And if you want to see more of what I turn my kitchen into, make sure you help me pick a restaurant and comment it down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.